Hello and welcome to the Zapushis Arena for today's coverage of girls varsity ice hockey as your Braintree Womps take on the Wellesley Raiders. I'm Mike Wassel here for BCAM TV, and Braintree coming off a tough loss against Weymouth in their last game, a 3-2 defeat. So I spoke with Coach Burchill prior to the game, and that was a game Braintree should have won. They outshot Weymouth tremendously. Braintree had 37 shots in the game. They just could not find the back of the net and beat the keeper. But here today against Wellesley, a very good team. Braintree so far 3-6 on the season. This is a game, not a must-win game, but right now at this point in the season, at the 500 mark is the mark you have to get to make the postseason. Braintree needs all the wins they can get, and trying to get 2 points against a very good team in Wellesley is going to be a hard feat. But I expect a very good effort from this Womp team here at home against the Wellesley Raiders, a team always very good at every sport. Usually lacrosse is the main sport that Wellesley's known for. The soccer team's very good as well, but their hockey program is up and coming, and here today we're going to get an up-close look at the Wellesley Raiders and the Braintree Womps. Again, Braintree 3-6 on the season. Their 3 wins coming against Brookline, Newton South, against Framingham, and against Norwood. So Braintree with 3 wins in the season. Probably could be 4-5 right now if they had beat Weymouth in a game that they probably should have won, but can't go back on it now. Braintree's going to have their hands full here today. We're going to turn over in a moment to the PA announcer who's going to introduce both the lineups for Wellesley and Braintree, and then we're going to hear the national anthem. Stay with us here on BCAM TV.
At this time, we would like to introduce this evening's starting lineup. The starting lineup for the Wellesley High School Raiders. Defense, number 7, Marina Garfield. Forward, captain, number 12, Keely Corsican.
Starting lineups, Karina Garfield on defense. Number 12, Keely Corcaden. Number 24, Sophie Vernon.
Defense, captain, Sarah Ross.
Number 15, Cecily Doctor.
Number 30, Megan King.
Number 16, Sarah Goss. And in net, number 30, Megan King.
And now the starting lineup for your Lady Womps. Captain, defense, number 7, Hannah Fenton.
Starting lineups for the Womps. Starting on defense, Hannah Fenton. At forward, Annie Lee. Number 14, Jamie Fitzgerald. Deirdre Burchill at forward. And to finish off the line, Katie Axter. And a net for the Womps, Molly Devlin. So Braintree sending out their first line, as they usually do. The young line of Lee, Burchill, and Yaxter. But for right now, we're going to turn it over to the national anthem. Stay with us. Hello and welcome back to the Zapusas Arena for the opening face-off between Braintree and Wellesley. I'm Mike Wassel here for BCam TV. Braintree at 3-6 on the early season and facing a very good Raider team, as Wellesley's going to have the first possession in their road blacks with the red trim. Braintree in their home whites with the blue trim. First shot of the game, it's a save by Devlin, and a second chance. It's swatted away as well. Wellesley immediately attacking here in the first 10 seconds. As Braintree looking to pressure it out. Now played in the slot, and it's knocked away by Cadigan. Cadigan up the boards, and a good battle along the sideboards as Lee has that one knocked away, and now it's going to be a womp change as Braintree carries it over center ice. Skated back in by the Raiders. Dumped in by Garfield behind the net to the oncoming Cadigan. First touch, and now it's taken away by the Raiders. 1 minute have been played so far here in the first period. 3 15-minute periods at the high school level. Swung around the glass. And now behind the Womp net. Along the boards. Past the stick of Haw. Now Fitzgerald having a little trouble on her own end, but it's taken away by Haw. Haw looking for Conley. Braintree can't get it out of their own end. In the skates of Connolly, and a glove save by Devlin. Devlin plays it for Connolly, and now it's played along the end glass, and it's going to go not for an icing, surprisingly. Looked like that one carried far enough to be deemed an icing, but Braintree gets the benefit of the call. That shot is blocked away by Shea and cleared back out by the Wamsa center. Dumped back in by the Raiders. And now a move towards the net, and it's knocked off with the poke check. Looked like Shea got a piece of that one on the way in towards the net. And now it's knocked out for Annie Lee. Lee has Birchill to her left, but it's picked up by Wellesley, now circling the net. And played to the left wing nicely. 1-on-4, and it's easily broken up. Cecily Doctor doing a little bit too much there. One of the tri-captains for the Raiders. That shot taken, and a save by Devlin. That one went up high, and a nice stop. 12-11 to go here in the first period in a scoreless game. But right now, Wellesley peppering the net. But Devlin with some good rebound control, smothering the shots. Off the face-off, a tie-up along the end boards. Neither team really moving too much along the glass. Good battle now. Connolly swings it now behind the net for Cadigan. Cadigan with some good contact. And Cadigan comes out with the puck, sends it right in front of the net, and Connolly able to clear it back to center. Braintree again going side to side, trying to use the walls, keep it out of the middle of the ice. Good battle along the wall, right in front of Braintree's bench, and now a whistle. Face off just outside of the Braintree blue line. Draw one by Wellesley, but it carries all the way to the Wellesley end. Birchill not able to bring it back. And now a pass just out of the reach of Doctor. Now Doctor skates onto it and tries to center it, but it's knocked away by the Womps. 4 minutes have been played here in the first period, still scoreless. Wellesley bringing the pressure early on in this game. And a turnover by the Womps, and a save by Devlin. Able to get a piece of that one. That shot trickles to the side wall. Fenton trying to clear it out. And it's played out. Yaxter over the blue line, and now at center. And the shot taken and a save. Second chance and a save as well, as King able to cover it up. So Braintree with their first 2 shots of the game, and a very good opportunity here with 10:24 to go. It's going to be a face-off in the Wellesley end. Face-off won by Braintree, now swinging it behind the net. And skated out by Annika Witt. Back to center. And some nice transition by the Womps. Haw takes the shot, it deflects and whistles over the net. Pretty good looking wrist shot from Jackie Haw. And Braintree starting to buzz around the net a little bit more and get some offensive zone time. After not really finding any sort of space in the first 5 or 6 minutes, Braintree now within the last 2 or 3 minutes have found some good attacking zone time and resulted in 3 shots. Dumped back in by the Raiders, and they'll go for a change with 9.5 to go in the period. Skated back out nicely. And now onto the stick of Yaxter. Yaxter's shot is deflected away. Played in the slot and cleared back to center. Birchall trying to skate back on the back check. Does nicely. Now it's centered in front. And the shot never gets in on net. Glittering chances. It looked like Kylie Noonan was open, but the pass didn't connect, and Braintree dodged a bullet. Womps able to clear it back out. And now onto the stick of Lee, but pretty quickly broken up. And turnover as Birchall with the partial break. Birchall and a save by King as that one right into the midsection. And a glittering chance, certainly the chance of the game so far here in the first 7 minutes. Braintree with a partial break-in. And Birchall unable to beat the goaltender, but Braintree again starting to find the momentum. That's 4 shots in the last couple minutes now for the Womps. And Braintree starting to battle. Played back in, and Haw able to dump it deep. Good pinch at the blue line by Fenton, and now played behind the Wellesley net. Played out by Doctor. Doctor with a nice stick handle move. Pass Shea, and the shot is saved by Devlin with 7:58 to go here in the first period. Again, Braintree doing a nice job limiting the shots by Wellesley. Wellesley doing a lot of their work from the outside, and Braintree smothering it at the net. Off the face-off, it is won by Wellesley. Behind the net, Keely Korskaden. Korskaden now looking to go back to the deep pair. Does. And the shot, and didn't look like Devlin saw that one, but she's able to make a save on it. One played right off her skates. And Yaxter able to skate it back out to center. But it's taken away by Korskaden and dumped back in. And Wellesley's going to go for a change. Fitzgerald behind her own net and taken away by Wellesley, and a centering pass. And a second chance and a score. As Keely Noonan finds the back of the net. Noonan getting the first goal of the game from the right slot. So the first goal of the game going to Wellesley. 7:06 to go here in the first period, and Braintree trailing been a trend Braintree's had to overcome all season long. They've given up the first goal in the majority of their games, and playing from behind, always a tough facet to overcome, but Braintree's done a nice job in the last couple games fighting along, and a couple games ago, Braintree was able to stick with it, even though they lost a tough game about a week ago against Newton North. They were able to battle back 2 or 3 times, and they were down by 2 goals, and they're able to chip back in. So Braintree, a very resilient team, and looking to pick things back up here, down by a goal. Skating by is Doctor, 6.5 to go in the period. Doctor all the way around the attacking zone, taking a tour of the attacking zone, and now it's picked up by Korskaden. That line's been out there a lot for Wellesley here in the first period. Shot well wide, now to the end corner. And first on is Annie Lee. Wellesley retreating. And a good pinch at the blue line, and a good battle, good body being thrown around by both sides. So it's going to be 5-on-5 as both teams are going to get matching penalties, 2-minute roughing, or 1.5 minutes rather. Fenton had enough of the checking of Sarah Goss, and both players are going to go to the box. 5-on-5 for 1.5 minutes. Got a good sign for Braintree, not backing down from Wellesley, a very aggressive team. Braintree showing they can handle the body as well. Back to the blue line, and Hall was trying to stick check it away as that one trickles in on net. Devlin having a little trouble with it, but Braintree able to clear it back out, and now getting it out to center. Dump and chase seems to be the Raiders' strategy here in the first period. Dump back in by the goal scorer Noonan. Under 5 minutes to go now in the first period. 1-0 Wellesley. Kept in at the blue line this time by Catherine Donahue. And we're going to have a hooking penalty. Here in the attacking zone, it looks like it's going to be on Wellesley. Penalty's going to be on number 3, Carly Boyle. Surprised to see the referee allowing her to talk to her. Usually go right to the box, but Boyle having a case there, and Braintree traveling in front, still loose. And Wellesley trying to clear it out, and they do, as they scale it down the ice with 1:15 left on the power play. Turnover by the Womps in their own end as Cadigan fell down. And now Wellesley looking to bleed some clock. Braintree skating around a little bit in their own end, and it's dumped to the corner board. But Braintree's going to go back and set things up. Lee with a nice pass, going wing to wing, just off the stick of Yaxter and cleared back to center. Braintree looking to set something up. They haven't gotten anything going here in the first minute or so. But Lee in her skates, trying to maneuver towards the net. And dump back out and all the way down the ice. So Braintree gets to register a shot in on net on the power play so far. And they probably won't get one here on the power play. This one's with 10 seconds left in the power play, and Wellesley bleeding some clock. 5 seconds left on the power play. Braintree skating it out, 2-on-2. 2-on-3 developing now, and it's played towards Birchill, and it's knocked away as both players exit the box. And And a save by Devlin with 3:10 to go here in the first period. Matching penalties have now elapsed as Fenton and Goss exit the box, and they're going to come out on the ice. Off the face-off, Braintree able to clear it back to center. And it's dumped back in by the Raiders. Now behind the net with 2:50 to go here in the first period. Back to the point for Doctor. Doctor goes D to D. And the shot taken and blocked away by Fenton. Braintree looking to clear it back out, but it's kept in at the blue line. And one's redirected and saved by Devlin. Changed direction, and she was able to get a piece of it as that one ricocheted out off the stick of Conley, and Braintree gets some fresh legs out there. And that's going to go for icing with 2:06 to go in the period. Braintree able to keep it in, and now a pretty good chance now coming up for Lee. Lee shot and a save off the shoulder of King. Now played back to center and dumped back in by Cadigan. Burchill trying to chase it down, and it's skated back out now to center. Out of the reach of Gaden. Now played in front and into the net for the goal. Looked like Gaden was there. It looks like the goal is actually going to be credited now to number 3, Kylie Boyle, who is there on the doorstep. So both goals scored here in the first period, going the way of the Raiders. And that one an unfortunate goal to go because Braintree really had the momentum on their side. But now Braintree down by 2 with just over a minute left here in the first period. Back to the blue line, and that one in the skates of Connolly. Shot taken and knocked away with the stick by Devlin. And a save off the blocker of Devlin. 30 seconds left in the period. Braintree trying to clear it. They've been in their own end here for the last 45 seconds or so. And Braintree finally able to get back to center. And an offsides at the blue line. 17.6 to go here in the period. Womps down by 2. Wellesley coming into this game ranked 8 by ESPN in the top 25 poll. And right now they're on top by 2. Braintree's played with them for the majority of this period. And a giveaway and a save right at the end of the first period by Devlin to wrap up a rather disappointing period for the Womps after it looked like Braintree had momentum on their side, but giving up a late goal to fall behind by 2 heading into the locker room. The goal scorers for Wellesley in the period, Carly Boyle scoring the second one, and the first one was scored by Kylie Noonan. So a 2-0 lead for Wellesley heading into the first intermission. We're going to take a quick break here for BCAM TV and bring you back second period action after this.
When I I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
Hello and welcome back to the Zaprusis Arena. Second period action set to begin. For BCAM TV, I'm Mike Wassel on Braintree Trails. 2-0 to Wellesley here after one. A very tough ending for that first period for the Womps. It looked like Braintree was going to head to the locker room down by one, but Wellesley able to find a late strike at the end of that period and go on top by two. So heading into the second period, let's see what Coach Birchill and his squad comes out with. Braintree's going to go right to left across the TV here for the second period as the referees are set and ready to go. Off the draw, it's won by Wellesley. Braintree with their starting line out there, the first line for the Womps. Birchill, Yaxter, and Lee, with Cadigan and Fitzgerald as the D pair. And Braintree able to block that first shot. Wellesley now working in the corner boards. Now back at the blue line, and the shot is blocked away but kept in by Doctor, and the shot well wide. Skated out, and that's going to go for icing as Braintree's pass doesn't connect. They're trying to go wing to wing, so a minute has been played here in the second. 2-0 Wellesley on top of the Braintree Womps. Braintree at 3-6 on the season so far. Off the face-off, that one goes just by the stick of Devlin. And wrapped around the net. Fenton first on it. Fenton wraps it around the boards. And it's kept in by Wellesley. In the feet of the Womps, and now finally able to be played back to center. As, of course, Gaden skates it in. Back to the blue line, and a shot taken and a ricocheted wide by Boyle. And a penalty coming up. It's going to be against Braintree. Wellesley going to get the extra attacker on. And the shot taken and just over the crossbar. That one was labeled for the twine. And an interference call going against Braintree. It's going to be on Connolly. Off the face-off, Braintree able to win it. But Wellesley setting things up in their own end. That one well over the crossbar and a high stick on Wellesley. Waved off as Braintree got the next touch. And offsides. And of course, Gaden just a step ahead. Birchill trying to clear it down the ice, but deflected away, and now it's back at center. And a good interception by Cadigan. Cadigan 2-on-2. Braintree with a good shorthanded opportunity and not able to get a shot in on net. Off the back of Yaxter, and Yaxter trying to go 1-on-3. That doesn't work, and now it's played back to center where Braintree can, again, clear it back in. So Wellesley having a little bit of trouble here on their power play. Now wing to wing, and a good step up at the blue line by Cadigan, and dumped back out by Birchill. Wellesley looking to set up camp in the Braintree zone. Played to the side wall as the penalty elapses to Connolly. And Fitzgerald skates onto the ice, and a save by Devlin with 11:21 to go here in the second. So Braintree successfully kills off their first penalty of the game. And now Braintree's going to go back on the penalty kill as Birchill's going to be called for a tripping call. So just after Braintree killed off their first, they got to head right back on the penalty kill. Behind the net. Now back to the point. Doctor now plays give and go, and now a chance in front and a save by Devlin. And a scrum right in front as Cadigan comes from behind, and it looks like she's going to be, again, putting Braintree on the shorthand with a cross check from behind. So Braintree now going to have to kill off a 5-on-3. Off the face-off, it's won by the Womps. Again, Braintree on the 5-on-3 penalty kill here for a good minute. Braintree setting up in the triangle. And Fenton able to block it away. And a shot taken, that one off the body of Koskaden. Now back to the point, the shot taken, and it ricochets high and wide. Again, the chance in front, and just by the skate of Devlin. 30 left on the 5-on-3. Shot taken from the point and blocked away as well. 10-10 to go in the period. And a shot and a save by Devlin. Just what you asked for on the penalty kill. You got to have your goaltender be your best player. And right now, Devlin stepping up to the task. But Braintree doing a nice job keeping everything to the perimeter and giving a clean look, which is always the goaltender's desire. Clean look at the puck. 5 seconds left on the 5-on-3, and another save by Devlin. Back on the ice is Birchill. And Braintree back with one player. Now a 5-on-4 for about 10 seconds. So Braintree able to kill off, it looks like, the 5-on-3 as the final seconds click off. Braintree kills off 2 consecutive penalties, a 5-on-3 and a regular 5-on-4 power play. So Braintree doing a nice job as Cadigan exits the box, and Braintree back at even strength. Let's see if Braintree can get some momentum out of this. Wing to Birchill. Birchill has Yaxter on the left, and it's knocked away with a nice stick check towards the slot, and played back out by the Raiders. So Wellesley 0 for 3 on the power play here in the game. Braintree 0 for 1. And an offsides by a good 5 feet. Face-off just outside of the blue line, now back at center. Dumped in and swatted back out by Cadigan. Conley wraps it around the board for Seriani. Seriani doing a nice job trying to kick it forward, but it's taken back, and a shot and a save by Devlin, who's been very well tested here in the game. Held their own here in the second. Surrendered 2 in the first, but so far so good here in the second. Now a wraparound attempt as Boyle behind the net goes for a tumble. Both referees with their hands down. No call there as that one well wide. And now Boyle first on it. Throws it towards the net. And skated back out by the Womps. Deflected back out by Connolly. And back into the Wellesley end with 8 minutes to go here in the second. Pass in the skates of Korskaden. And now it's dumped back out. Takes a weird bounce off the stanchions. As that one trickles in just wide of Devlin in net. Now it's on the strings, on the skirt of the net. And centered in front. The backhanded shot is blocked away by Summers. Braintree running around a little bit in their own defensive end, but doing a nice job keeping everything to the perimeter. 7:20 to go in the period. Still 2-0 Wellesley. Braintree looking to clear it. About 45 minutes of attacking zone time for Wellesley. Braintree's going to have to clear it. They're in the vulnerable spot right now. Conley gets on the ice. Birchall comes off. And finally, Braintree able to get it back out as far as center. Played wing to wing looking for Lee. That pass doesn't connect, but Lee takes it away. Backhander, it's still on sides. Cadigan looking for a Haw. And that pass doesn't connect either. Braintree trying to transition things from the defensive end into the neutral zone, but right now it's not working for the Womps. It's a shot. Rather, now it's finally taken and it trickles in on net, and Devlin is getting swallowed up as falling down on her from, looked like Braintree may have gotten her from behind. It was Keely Korskaden who put the pressure in on Devlin. Surprised it wasn't a goalie interference call there. Didn't look like much contact from the Womps. Surprised not to see a whistle. Now back into the Braintree end as Birchall tries to center it. It's loose in front. Lee's shot and a save by King. Haven't had to call her name much here in this game as this one trickles in front. And dumped back in. Back behind the net is Fenton. Fenton scales it around the boards. And kept in at the blue line. That shot taken and an easy save on one hop by Devlin. .5:23 to go in the second period. 2-0 Wellesley. Shot trickles in on net and a save. That one might have hit the mask of Devlin, but she's able to cover it up. Off the face-off, another loose puck, and Braintree first on it. Still loose with a backhand, and now the forehanded shot, and it trickles wide. Back to the point for Sophie Vernon. Vernon crashing the net now, looking for the give and go. Vernon behind the net. Still loose, and Braintree able to finally clear it out as Connolly skates it back to center. Connolly centers it, looking for Haw. Good idea. And now an opportunity as Boyle skates through. Good back check by Seriani, able to take that chance away. Even though Boyle able to get the shot off, that's certainly a much different chance. I gotta like that effort from Seriani. And a tripping call coming up. It's got to be Wellesley this time guilty of the infraction. So Braintree's going to head on the power play with 4:06 to go here in the second, and a glittering chance for Braintree to get right back in the game. All Braintree needs is one bounce to go their way, and they're one goal down with 4:06 to go here in the second. Danny Lee taking the face-off for the Womps. Cadigan and Fenton, the deep pair. Right off the face-off, the shot from Cadigan trickles in on net. It may have been deflected on the way through. Skips past Fenton. And Fenton does a nice job as looked like Cecily Doctor went for a water ski ride there. Now back to center. And it's going to be offsides on the Womps. 3:35 to go in the second. 2-0 Wellesley. Braintree on the power play for 59 more seconds. Wellesley's going to bring a fresh line on. 5-on-4 power play for the Womps. Off the face-off, just out of the reach of Yaxter. Yaxter now able to skate onto it. Braintree looking to set things up. Yaxter all the way around the net. Now in front. Nobody home. Now back to the point. Fenton's shot is deflected by Birchill. Now behind the net in front, and Lee just by the boards. In front and just missing the stick of Yaxter on the back end. Braintree offsides for the moment, and now it's cleared out by Wellesley, so Braintree just a fraction away from cutting the lead in half. Now 20 seconds left on the power play. Pretty good power play for the Womps. Birchill skates it out, 1-on-3. Chugging all the way now behind the net. Some contact from behind. Now back to the point for Cadigan. 8 seconds left. The shot taken, and a save by King. Braintree not able to get any traffic that time. 4 seconds left on the power play. 2:40 to go in the period. Shot taken by Fenton, a little bit wide. Kept in by Shea at the blue line. And now it's dumped back in by Birchill. Birchill spinorama shot and a save by King. Much better second period for the Womps, holding their own against Wellesley, but Braintree still unable to get one past King. 2-0 Wellesley. 2:15 to go in the period. Skated out by Vernon. Vernon now has it taken away, and now back to the blue line, and the shot by Boyle didn't really get much on it. Dumped in by Cadigan. Back to center. and dumped back in. And an icing as Braintree wasn't past the red line. Looked like Cadigan was trying to intend to shoot that one in on net, but a couple inches wide. And an icing against the Womps with 1:44 to go here in the second. Off the face-off, Braintree able to control. It's loose in front. And a whistle. And it looks like the call is going to be, it's going to be a penalty shot, I think, for Braintree closing their hand on the puck. So it is going to be the call. It's going to be a penalty shot. So Devlin's going to face a penalty shot here, down by 2. And right now, if you're the Womps, a huge swing of momentum if Braintree's able to stop this. It's going to be Cicely Doctor taking the penalty shot. Coach Burchill not agreeing with the call. So a very rare instance. Here we have a penalty shot. Doctor in on net. And she doesn't get the shot off, and Devlin makes the save. So Doctor trying to go to the backhand, loses control. And Braintree coming up with a big save. The lead stays at 2 with 1:34 to go here in the second. In front and knocked away. Skated out by Cadigan. 2-on-3, and the shot taken just wide of the blocker. Let's see if Braintree can gain some momentum here off of a big stop by Devlin. 2-on-1 developing, now skating back into the play, and a great play by Fitzgerald to break it up. Now as we approach the 1 minute mark, now under a minute to go here in the second. Back at the blue line and dumped in deep. 40 seconds left in the period. Braintree trying to get it out of their own zone. And now behind the net, trickling back to the blue line. Backhanded in by the Raiders. 30 seconds now left here in the second. Lee able to backhand it forward. Or rather, that was Hoff, as Braintree sends that first line back on for the final 15. Fitzgerald plays it up to Yaxter. Yaxter has that one pop up in the air. 8 seconds left in the period as Boyle skates it back to center. And that's going to be the end of the second period with Wellesley on top 2-0. It was 2-1 after 1. It's 2-0 after 2. But a big play in the game, the missed penalty shot by the Raiders. Devlin coming up big, able to force it off the stick of Doctor. And the Womps trail by 2 after 2. We're going to take a quick break here for BCAM TV and bring you back a crucial third period with Braintree trying to pick up a tie maybe here in this one. Stay with us here on BCAM TV. Braintree with the big third period coming up. Hello and welcome back to the Zapushis Arena. Third period set to get underway. I'm Mike Wassel here for BCAM TV, and Braintree trails 2-0 heading into the third period. And Molly Devlin had a very strong second. And her biggest play of the game was the save on the penalty shot with about a minute and a half to go in that second period, which preserved a 2-0 lead. So Braintree hopefully gained some momentum from that missed penalty shot by the Raiders. And maybe the Womps can find a way to get back in it. .14 and a half to go in the game. Braintree down by 2. Back to the point, and the shot taken in the skates of Fitzgerald and cleared back to the point. And a shot and a save by Devlin. Got a late look at that one. And a nice pass, stick to stick. Dumped in by Lee. Kept in at the blue line by the Womps. Now it's going to be deemed offside, so Braintree tags up. And a face-off in the Braintree end with 13:44 to go. Off the face-off, the shot doesn't find its way through. It's blocked away, and Fenton able to scale it back out to center. Played back into the Braintree end, and again, Fenton is going to skate it back and now send it back over to center. Paw on the forecheck, trying to create something for the Womps. Plenty of space now for the Raiders to work with, and they're able to dump it back in. So it seems like Wellesley very content just to dump and chase. Up by 2. An errant pass there. Braintree looking to get it back out as Shea plays it back in her own ends. Backhands it up the boards. And a lot of room to work with. And the shot taken and a save by Devlin. I don't know if that one ever got straight through in on net, but it certainly came to her at the end. May have hit somebody in front. Looked like it hit Donnelly on the way through. .12 and a half to go. Back behind the net. Cadigan skating it. Now with a nice move in front. Centering it down the right side. And a break for Birchill, but it just a step ahead of her. And trickles in on net. Would have been the second breakaway opportunity for Birchill. Her first one, she was stone cold. King hasn't been tested very often here in this game, but Rangers had some very good chances on the very few that they've had. Off the face-off. The Axe are trying to tie up Corskaden. And now down the right wing, a 2-on-1 potential. And the pass doesn't connect as Doctor taken down. And now Braintree with numbers up ice. Birchill skates it down the right wing. Now centers and just out of the reach of Lee, who was wide open on the back door. Shot from Doctor and a glove save by Devlin. 11:48 to go. And 2 great chances for Braintree there on that shift. Connolly chasing, able to sneak the pass, and now it's back out to center. Nice interior pass by Connolly, able to escape the zone. And now it's backhanded out by Fenton. A lot of work along the boards. And now it's finally skated back out by the Womps, right in front of their own bench. Fenton in the skates of Connolly. 11 minutes to go in the game, and the shot taken and an easy save by Devlin, able to shove it to the sidewall. chance well wide now. 10:50 to go. Back to the point. Scaled around. Summers behind the net. And it looks like it's stuck on the net. And a whistle with 10:36 to go. And a face-off to the left of Devlin. Pad save by Devlin off the face-off. Done a great job here in this game. And an offsides on Wellesley with 10:22 to go. Off the face-off, it trickles all the way back into the Wellesley end. And now at center. Burchill trying to skate onto it. Nice crisp pass by Wellesley. And now it's dumped in by Vernon. Lee trying to get it out of the zone. Kept in, 3 Raiders there. And Fitzgerald able to clear it out. 2-on-2 up ice, Yaxter with Burchill on her left. Trickle now behind the net and off the outskirts. Cadigan pinching and able to keep it in. That pass able to just get over the stick of Burchill's going to come off for a change with 9:10 to go. Fitzgerald able to get it back out to center. Off the stick of Haw. And now Seriani has it knocked away. Dumped in by the Womps. No icing. Seriani chasing. Pretty good idea with Braintree getting some fresh legs on the ice. Shot from Shea and an easy save by King. In the skates of Shea, able to slow down the fast break. Now slithered behind the net. 8:15 to go. In front and a save by Devlin. Big stop there. And another save by Devlin, this time much easier. With 8:08 to go. Back at the point and a misplay, and it's going to be a break in for Yaxter. Burchill in front, and just behind Burchill. Braintree let a chance go by the boards there. Had to have that chance if you're Braintree, at least a shot in on net. 7:45 to go. Don't know how many better chances you're going to get than that. Skated out by Burchill, trying to go through the whole team. And finally broken up in the last layer by Wellesley. Seven minutes to go. And popped up into the mitt of Devlin. Another misplay by the Raiders. That's 2 straight on the defensive end. Braintree unable to capitalize this time again. Played along the glass and back out to center. And a shot taken and a save by Devlin, able to shrug that one off. 6:20 to go. And now an opportunity and a save by Devlin, able to swipe that one to the sideboards. Played out now for Lee. Braintree completes the change as Lee allows her line mates to get out there. And a good back check. And now a dangerous pass in front. Extra shot and a save by King. A bad turnover by the Raiders, and the Womps unable to capitalize. 2 chances in the last 2.5 now for the Womps. Five and a half to go here in the third. Braintree's come out strong. They've had 3 great chances here in this period to get one. Just haven't been able to get it past King. Back to the point. Hickman's shot well wide, and now it's on the end glass. Doctor plays it back to the point. That one ricochets off the protective padding of the Womps. 5 minutes left, and Shea able to get it back to far as center. Just out of the reach of Lee. Back to the point. Shot blocked. Played out. Birchill trying to keep the motor going. She's been out there a long time. See how much juice she's got left. And it's going to be a hooking penalty against Wellesley. The stick was right in the armpit of Birchill. And Braintree's going to utilize their timeout right here, trying to get a little bit of rest for their top line, who's been out there for a good 2 minutes. With 4:32 to go in the game, Braintree with a crucial power play. Haven't been able to find the back of the net yet, but they've had 3 glittering chances here in the third period. None better than the chance by Yaxter 45 to a minute ago in the high slot. And let's see what Braintree does coming out of the power play. Minute and a half on the power play with 4:32 to go. Braintree's going to set it up. It's going to be Lee, Yaxter, Birchill, and Fenton and Cadigan on defense. Usually Braintree, off of a win face-off, will take the shot right from the defense. It's won by the Womps. Braintree trying to cycle it. Birchill now back to Fenton. Fenton fires it towards the net, and it's taken away by Wellesley. Wellesley killing some clock. 4:10 to go. Lee slows it down for the moment, but it's skated right back. And now Braintree has the numbers, but can't get control. Got to set things up if you're Braintree. Slow it down and get things going. Doctor skates through, goes to the backhand, and scores. A shorthanded goal by Doctor, so she wasn't denied this time. was denied on the penalty shot, but this time skating through the Womps defense. And maybe the put-away goal there on the shorthand to make it a 3-0 game with 3:30 to go. You can feel the life coming right out of the Braintree Womps as that one's dumped out. Cleared all the way down. .310 to go. Seriani carries in. Stuck aside by King. And cleared back out. And it's going to go for an icing. So Braintree unsuccessful on the power play, and to make matters worse, they allowed a short-handed goal, which probably put this one out of reach at a 3-0 margin. Off the face-off back to the point, the shot from Cadigan, and a glove save by King. Two and a half to go. Back at center. And cleared back into the Braintree end in the skates of Fitzgerald. Kept in by Wellesley. Lee going to the far corner. And now a chance for Lee. Lee makes one move and gets taken down. And it could be a penalty shot, but they're not going to give it. Probably should have been one if they're going to give Wellesley one earlier on closing the hand on the puck in the crease, but not getting the call. The definition of a penalty shot, clear path to the net, obstructed by the defender. That pretty much summed it up, but Braintree not going to get the call. They're going to go back on the power play for a minute and a half for just about the remainder of this game if they don't score. Wonder if Braintree's going to try and pull the goalie down 3, try and get another player on, and Devlin gives it away. And the Raiders put the 4th goal on the board. Their second shorthanded goal of the period. Obviously Devlin trying to come out and speed up the game, trying to get things back in their own end, but Wellesley with a smart play and able to break it up. And now Braintree trails by 4. 2 late goals here in the 3rd period to put this one away. Back behind the Womps net. 40 seconds left on the power play. 1:10 to go. Paw now with it in the Braintree end. 50 seconds left. 10 on the power play. And it's scaled back out, and that's going to do it for the power play. 40 seconds left in the period. 4-0 Wellesley. 2 late shorthanded goals to put this one away. Braintree looking to tally one late. The shot from Cadigan and a save by King. .9 to go. Face off to the right of King. Face-off won by the Womps. The shot from Cadigan, deflected by Birchill, and a shot, and a goal. No, a save. No, it is a goal, as Braintree able to find one into the back of the net. A weird signal from the referee, and the Womps find a strike late. Couldn't see who shot it, but it was from the left slot. It was either Yaxter or Lee on that left side. But the Womps able to tally one late to make it 4-1. 5 seconds left in the period, and a save by Devlin. And that's how it's going to end, a 4-1 final here at the Zapushis Arena, as Braintree's going to fall to 3-7 on the season. A tough luck loss against a very good Wellesley team. But a game Braintree stayed in for the majority of, but 2 late shorthanded goals was the difference in the game. 2 goals in the last 2.5 before Braintree able to strike late on the power play. So the Womps fall 4-1 here at home and fall to 3-7 on the season. Again, Braintree will be in action. Actually, they won't be in action at home for a while. 5 straight road games for the Womps. The next home game won't be all the way until February, where they face Framingham here at Zapushis Arena. But for the final time here, for Christine Patterson, I'm Mike Wassel. Braintree loses 4-1 to Wellesley.